Hey, how's it going, guys? Ricky Summer here, and today I've come back in time to play Lavos for the very first time, finally. But first, a message from our sponsor.
Come for the opportunities. Stay for the culture. Bay City.
Alright, listen, welcome back to Warframe. Lavos, finally. I've had my eye on Lavos ever since the Orphix Venom event. I actually got him during that event. I got all the parts I needed, but I didn't have the resources. Look, it wasn't super hard to get, but I was kind of ignorant of the best way to get certain things, or any way to get certain things. But chat helped me out in the last stream, so now we've got Lavos, and I'm ready to go. So first thing I'd like to do, I cannot forget to read his little blurb. This master alchemist effortlessly commands the elemental forces. Ooh, look, I'm into the idea of alchemy. I actually trolled some alchemy forums in my youth, and I mean legitimate ones, people who are actually studying alchemy. Interestingly enough, side note, some people, there's like two schools of thought on real world alchemy. There are people who take it literally, so they're literally trying to turn other elements into gold, and there are people who take it metaphorically, metaphysically, and they're trying to turn the bad things in their life into gold, into good things. It's actually quite interesting, whether you believe in it or not. Anyway, we've gotten sidetracked. Let's get back to the game. Okay, so first things first, what do I know about Lavos straight off the bat? All I know is that I believe he doesn't use energy. He's on cooldowns instead, which is like super unique and potentially really interesting. That means like if we're on the timer, we're always on his set clock. We don't have to worry about having enough energy, but we are constrained by the cooldowns, right? I don't know if we'll be able to affect the cooldowns with like ability duration or efficiency, or like we will find out. But for the moment, let's start with the abilities and then we'll fashion this boy. Okay, the passive. Energy and universal orbs give Lavos status immunity for 10 seconds. Oh, wait, hang on. Does that mean, just for the sake of example, does that mean if I'm getting pounded by toxin damage from my Lich, for example, I will be immune to that? I don't know. Well, look, we'll find out. You guys let me know in the comments. Hold any ability to imbue the next cast with additional elemental damage and status. Huge. I've never really delved that much into status, but I really like the idea. You know, I'm a poison lord. Minions, the undead, poison nonsense, life leech. That's what I'm all about. I don't know. I'm a weird dude. I like gruddy, necrotic, gross, degenerative things. Anyway, let's have a look at the first ability. Orphidian Bite. Lash out with a toxic serpentine strike, consuming the target to heal Lavos. Ooh! Hold to imbue all abilities with toxin. So hang on, it's kind of like Saren's 3? Imbue all ability. But she does corrosive, doesn't she? Anyway, that's very cool. I like the idea of doing toxin damage and the ability to heal oneself while also doing toxin damage. Yeah, that's very cool. That's very cool. Viral Rush. Dash forward, crashing through enemies and leaving an icy trail of broken vials. Hold to imbue the next ability cast with cold. That's right, he's got like abilities of it's not just toxin. He's got elemental stuff across the board. Okay, so kind of not dissimilar to Chroma, I guess, in the fact that he can do a bunch of different elemental types of damage. But in this case, instead of switching, it's on specific abilities, which I don't hate. Like, you know me, I'm not a huge fan of the cycling mechanic. So just holding 1, 2, 3, or 4, presumably there's this effect on each of the abilities. I quite like that. Transmutation Probe. Launch a probe that converts health and energy orbs into universal orbs that provide both, and ammo pickups into universal ammo pickups. The probe shocks enemies in close proximity. Each electrocuted foe reduces other ability cooldowns by 1.5 seconds. Hold to imbue the next ability cast with electricity. Whoa, that's very dense. There's a lot to unpack there. So I guess we probably want to find like a bunch of orbs that have already fallen and then cast Transmutation Probe on them. And then that doubles as like, it's almost like a Proteus dispensary. And then it also does, it's like a trap. It's a trap as well, because it does damage to enemies as well. And I like the fact that the damage it does will reduce cooldowns across the board. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm really interested to play this guy, see how he feels. Catalyst probes erupt from Lavos and douse combatants in a fiery gel. Damage is doubled for each element afflicting an enemy. Okay. So I wonder if there's a strat to like running the gamut. Well, I guess there would be. Like, he's potentially a spammy frame. He doesn't have to worry about energy, he just has to worry about cooldowns. So we can just like spam the hell out of everything, make sure that there's elemental damage across the board, pop the 4, do some extra damage for all the elements out there in the field. That's very cool. That's very cool. I think I'm gonna need to have a look at the tips on this one, just because like there's some potential synergies in place here that I don't fully understand. Let's check it out. Elemental damage types can be combined and imbued into Lavos' abilities in 2 ways. Hold 2 abilities together, or hold a single ability and then another to create the desired combined elemental damage type. Oh my Christ, he's a full alchemist. There's like, you play right into it. That's actually really cool. I can see myself like having to get my head around that a little bit at first, but that is very, very cool. It almost reminds me of Magica? Was it a game where you were like these little like faceless hooded wizard and you could combine elements to create spells? Reminds me of that. That's very, very cool. Clear the current imbued elemental damage type by casting any of Lavos' abilities. Right, okay, so it's a one bop. You hold it, you imbue, next ability, and that's it. So kind of like Protea's like empowered, overcharged ability thing, you know, every 4 abilities. Cool. That's good to know. All of Lavos' abilities can deal 2 status effects at once, the base element tied to the ability itself, as well as whatever element you choose to imbue. So that means I could go hold Toxin, hold 1 on Ophidian Bite for Toxin, and then hit Vile Rush and do Toxin with Cold. Of course, beautiful. Now, does that mean that those 2 combine, or maybe that is excluded from the combining effect? That would be fine if they are, and then you have to specifically combine by going hold 1, hold 2, or hold 1 and 2 together to combine them. Very cool. Okay, yeah, I'm really excited to try them out. Imbued elements are added on top of the base ability, doubling the damage. It is always better to imbue an element before casting your abilities. Of course, you got to maximize that D. Non-damaging status effects will apply multiple stacks at once when imbued into Lavos' abilities. Non-damaging status effects. Not super sure what that means, but I'm sure I'll find out. I'm sure you guys will help me in the comments below. Increased ability duration will also increase the duration of status effects caused by Lavos' abilities. Good. Okay, so he's going to be a duration king, at the very least. Combined with his high armor stat, Ophidian Bite makes Lavos a tough Warframe to kill. You'll love to see it. The healing scales based on total damage dealt, so try to hit multiple enemies at once. Okay. I think I'm going to treat that like a life leech. In my head, if I think life leech, we're good. We're set. Vile Rush can be interrupted by casting the ability again or by jumping. Alright? The number of Vile Rush charges is affected by range mods. Okay, duration, range, so far, are things we might want. Effective use of Lavos' abilities requires mastery of Transmutation Probe, naturally because that lowers the cooldown. Cast into a group once, all abilities are on cooldown for greatest effect. Yes, of course, that makes perfect sense. So that would be potentially that would be the last thing you cast. You spam the rest, then you go hunting to pop Transmutation Probe. Rad. Recasting Transmutation Probe as it is moving will pause the probe in place. Oh, it moves? Does it follow? Yo, we'll find out. Since Lavos does not require energy, ability efficiency mods only change the effectiveness of Transmutation Probe's cooldown reduction. Okay. So it's good to know that efficiency is still useful. Actually, it might be hugely useful because it's going to bump up that cooldown stat. Yeah, alright. Catalyzer's damage is doubled for each unique status effect applied to the target. Take advantage of Catalyzer's exponential damage scaling by teaming up with Warframes like Saren or Ember. Oh, yo, so it scales with team strats? Oh, that's huge. That's going to be incredible when playing with the buddies or like with you guys on stream. I'm ready. Very interesting frame, really excited to try him out, but first, we must fashion the Lord. So we're gonna start off with a little bit of, we'll go for like the off-white strat, I think. I like his look. He's like a Grenier mushroom. He's got very Grenier-esque styling. You know I'm into that. Secondary, what do we got here? That's gonna be a case for a little bit of perp. Yo, interesting strat. I'm not too sure about the white though. Hold on. What if I switch that to... Man, he's a very dark boy right now. You know what? I think his underbelly and his codpiece needs to be the beige. I think that's closer to the strat right there. He looks a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. He looks more like a mushroom up here. Yeah, you know what? I can deal with that. Yo, I've also got a helmet for him. How weird is that? I've had his pieces for ages. I've wanted to try him out for so long. I've even got a friggin' helmet for him, and only now we get to try it out. You know what? That is a very uncomfortable looking helmet, and I'm ready for it. He's like a mushroom octopus. Okay, let's check out some animations here. Lavos Agile. Oh, he's ready. Noble though? Nah. He's a noble necromancer. All right, let's mod this boy up. So interesting. Okay, all right. So if we put energy siphon on, is that just pointless? Does nothing happen? Otherwise, we could go like loot detector, corrosive projection, enemy armor reduced by minus 18%. I think that's going to be the play. So what did we say? We said duration, efficiency will actually help the 3, and what was the other one? By default, the cooldown reduction is 1.5 seconds. If we slap streamline on there, it's going to be almost 2 seconds. Look, let's see how it plays out. What else would we throw on there? Just like strength? Can we slap some strength? Okay, from 500 to 650. Health drain as well. Yeah, right, let's run with strength. Let's see how we go here. His armor is 450. Wow. You know, decent. Hopefully we're not going to die too bad. Let me slap some arcanes on here, and let's get into survival. All right, welcome back to Sender, baby. It's survival. It's Selkie. Let's go. Ooh! Oh, it fully slaps? Oh, huge. I was not expecting that reaction. Okay, I've also re-equipped myself with Sea-Doo, for 'tis the signature weapon of Lavos. Okay, let's slide in the piece here. Oh, it's like, friggin' what's her name? It's like poison ivy vines. Heavy pog, let's go. Schlap. Pop him. So that's doing the toxin stuff, huh? Okay, so hear me out. While it's in cooldown, okay, so it holds and it does apply toxin. I can see it down there in the bottom of the screen. Okay, so even when it's on cooldown, it'll apply toxin. So we're doing double tox now. Okay, let's slide into the piece here. Hold it. You gotta keep reapplying. I respect it, that's fine. We got a large group of lords here. Oh, you know what? I'm here for it. Okay, yes. Oh, baby. I was not expecting that to be as magnificent as it is. It's heavy tier. Things just die. Oh, wait, what? Even though I haven't unlocked the abilities, I can still pop the other stuff? I've got, like, viral or something? Hang on. Viral rush, baby. Let's actually go. Pop some electricity. And so I'm doing magnetic. Oh, we're magnetic, boys. Schlap. Yeah. That's very cool. All right, we've unlocked Viral Rush, and I'm ready. I'm here for it. Let's pop some toxin on it. Heavy pogs. Pop some more toxin for my boys playing at home. Schlap someone. A little more toxin. A little bit of the V-Rel. I'm ready. Line up for me, baby. Let's go. Zooms. Hear me out. Slip and slide. Oh, the explosion. All right, hang on. We can trigger it early, right? The cooldown on that's pretty short too. Okay, let's see if we can trigger it. You hit it again, and it pops. There you go. A little lotus of viral. Oh, that's beautiful. Looks like white blood cells or grandma's pea soup. And then you can jump to pull out of it. You love to see it. It's beautiful. It's stunning. I'm stunned. Okay, I've unlocked Transmutation Probe. Let's cause some trouble here. Drop the probe. Okay, it follows the enemies. Tenoskum. Is it still out there blepping? Okay, let's get out in the open here. Let's pop it again. It's okay. It only lasts for a couple seconds. I see. Okay, let's see if we can. Let's try using it in conjunction with everything else. So I'm gonna blep that. We're gonna slide into the piece here, drop the probe, and then reapply our situation. Do a little schlep, make a little love, get down tonight. I feel like for Lavos, I feel like I need hotkeys specifically to pop his elementals. Like I want them on my mouse or something. I want macros. I want hotkeys for this. All right, we've got catalyze ready to go. Let's load up the status. Let's throw in a little more status out in the field here if we can. That one didn't quite work, but that's okay. Let's bop the catalyze. Let's legitimately slide. I mean, what if I just slide in here, pop catalyze? Oh, the stalker's here? Heavily rude? Oh, you want to face off against the stalker, guys? What a challenge.
Get ready for a capsule.
Where is he? Bring him to me. Where is this nerd? There you are, you big nerd. Blap. Hey, buddy. Imagine being friggin' dead. Where is he? Where is the big nerd? I'll slide a Never mind, I'm dead. Heavy. Oh my Christ. This. Alright, now it's a war crime. Now that's what I call pod racing. Oh, it's a magnificent concoction. Alright, this is my reasoning. We slide in. We explode. We re-trigger. We whip. We slide into the piece. We bop the 4. Then we pop the 3. Get back some recovery juice. And we're ready to slide again. You'll love to see it. Let's slide into the piece here. Re-trig. Whip him. Whip it good. I'm still waiting on cooldowns. We may slide again once more. Honestly, I love the slide. So far, that's my favorite ability. Sir, why are you not dead? Oh, baby. That's actually intense. He's so spammy, but in a really, really cool way. You got to keep track of his cooldowns and everything, but yo, he is a lot of fun to play. Let's slide into upgrades real quick. Wow. Okay, so what do I want to change here? I'm not sure I really want to change anything yet. I think I would like to form this Lord, though. Like, we'll rank him up. We'll see how we go. See what you think in chat during the stream this week. But, oh, beautiful. Beautiful display. All right, so we're not going to change any mods just yet. I mean, I could be persuaded to throw in Vitality just to rank up for survivability. But I think it should be fine for now. The man doesn't have any augments because he's so fresh. So let's just talk about first impressions of Lavos. Incredible. So what I've been really enjoying is loading up viral. So like hold 1 and 2. And side note, I'm finding it a little bit clunky to get the status effects like loaded into the chamber here. I'm not sure if it's normal to like have to stop and do it, or if you guys learn to do it on the fly somehow. I have been doing it while I've been bullet jumping, because I don't need to hold the arrow keys and I don't need to be moving while I'm doing that. Otherwise, yeah, look, I don't know. I'm not really sure when is the time to load up again. Maybe you hide, load up, then come out again. That's possible too. Could be a hit and run frame. But in any case, I've been loading up on viral and then sliding in with the 2, blowing up. There's cold, there's viral everywhere. Then you quickly load up again while everyone's stunned. Whip someone to get some health back. Spread some more juice. Load it up again. Pop the 4. Load it up again. Pop the 3. And then you get out. Like, I think he is. I think he's a hit and run frame. And I really, really like that. I feel like you gotta be moving all the time though, which is not a bad thing. It's really quite fun. Wow. This guy is very cool. So I imagine because he's got in his available kit all the elements, he would in theory be really good against sentience, right? Like he's like the attack version of Chroma. If Chroma is elemental defensive in a way, you know, then Lavos is elemental attack. They're sort of opposite sides of the same coin. He's very cool. I really, really like Lavos. Oh, man. Okay. Let's do the time jump. We'll rank him up on stream. I'll get your thoughts. and we'll finish up this video. Alright, welcome back to Warframe. I am Poggoth outside of my gourd right now. Alright, first things first, Grenier are going to be susceptible to corrosive, so that's what I'm doing. The beauty of that is I can still run forward while blepping corrosive. Please allow me to explode in your face. Phrasing, things are dead, that's fine. Welcome to Lavos. You love to see it. Yeah, so I can just hold W and keep the brain train going, while I then slap 1 and 3 to get the corrosive going, and we're back in business. So this is the strat. This is the strat that I landed on, and it has been confirmed by chat as a strat that is worthy of poggage, okay? So we do 2. We need more men though. We go 2 to slide into the piece and explode. Then we re-trig. Allow me to slide into the piece here. 2, re-trig. Whip with the 1s, re-trig. And then like 4 it up. Why not? Re-trig. And pop the 3, I mean. I accidentally hit the 2, but you get the idea. Then we pop the 3 and things recharge. Things die. It's a war crime. You guys ever seen a war crime before? Call Geneva and tell him to get Okay, so as you might be able to tell, I very much enjoy Lavos. He's fast paced. He's got some uniqueness to him. I can play around with any element I want. He feels good to play. Holy shit. He explodes in just such a beautiful way. He can heal himself. He has like manifest destiny, creative control over how quickly his things recharge. There's only one element of him I don't super love, and I don't know if it's a bug or if it's intended or what's going on. But it seems when you hit 2, when you do the illustrious, impeccable slide, it resets your sprint. Look at this. Sir, please, this is not the time for a business meeting. I am playing Lavos. So you hit the 2, and now I'm not sprinting anymore, so I have to sprint again. I don't love that. I wish that wasn't a thing. I just find that very obnoxious, very annoying, but, you know, we get through it. It's fine. Let me whip you up, sir. Things just die, alright? Sir, welcome. Welcome to the Alchemist's Lair. You know, it's just a good rhythm, honestly. There's, like, it seems complex at first, but you're just running the gamut. That's all it is. And there's nothing wrong with running the gamut. You actually don't really have to think too hard about it. It's just when an ability is ready to go, you pop the ability. You pick your elements according to, you know, who you're fighting. Like if we're doing Corpus, we might want to slap some toxin, you know, to get through their shields. For the Grenier, we do a little bit of corrosive to eat away at their armor. You know, you get it. For the Infested, apparently heat's the go, unless you're on Deimos, and then it's just God knows what you do there. Lavos? Alright, listen. Guys, Lavos. Legitimately, I'm not even memeing. Top tier, high rotation frame. We're talking in like the big 4 of frames that I'm going to use all the time. Protea, Nidus, Ivara, and now Lavos. Is a very real possibility. I like him a great deal. Now that he's ranked up and modded up, we do not die as Lavos. That is a rule. We do not die as Lavos. Alright, let's have a look at the mods here. So, I originally had modded for duration, intensify, and what was the other thing? So now I've just gone intensify, I've thrown on blind rage. This is all under the advisement of chat. So we do lose efficiency there, which means our cooldown reduction from 3 from transmutation probe does actually drop. But I see the reasoning here. Chat said that it's not really that huge anyway, and I can see why. The more enemies we hit with it, the more that's going to stack. So I feel like the stacks themselves are going to be hugely more beneficial than raw time. So while I can get that to almost 2 seconds, I think it's kind of more beneficial just to have, you know, ability strength there. Because like here, we're almost doubling our damage on Ophidian Bite, which is huge. Again, almost doubling the damage on Vile Rush. Someone in chat quoted that they had 222% ability strength. which sounds magnificent if you ask me. I mean, we're not quite there yet, but we can get there. Our blind range is not maxed up by any stretch of the imagination. It's only halfway. So on top of that, we've got stretch, and I absolutely see the use in that, because now the range for Ophidian Bite is 17.5 meters up from 10. And yeah, I absolutely felt like I was a little bit limited with range on that. At its base range there. Corrosive projection I've kept because, of course, like anything else on there is either not worth it or just straight up wouldn't work, like energy siphon. What else have we got? Auger reach, pretty much just as a placeholder. I think I'm going to form of this lord. I'm going to potato him. And then what will I throw on there? Oh man, oh buddy. Maybe all the augers. Very well, possibly all the augers. And possibly we could throw on duration again. Maybe we could slap a little streamline on there if we wanted to counteract the effects of blind rage. But like I said, it doesn't really seem like it's necessary. I'm loving Lavos. The only thing, hang on, is this useless? 40% chance to replenish 100 energy to ally. Oh well, we'll still help allies with Arcane Energize, so that's fine. I will leave that. It's not like I've really got anything else ranked up to fit in there. But oh, man, this is big tier. This is big tier, and I'm here for it. Incredible. So we also checked out the Lavarian museum installment codex, whatever you want to call it, thing for Lavos, and that was really, really interesting too. I'm not going to spoil anything. Also, oh, the snakes. I didn't notice in the first half of the video, the snakes. Ugh. I mean, we now know what they are, so it's very cool, but that's creepy, man. That's huge creep factor. So yeah, we checked that out. The backstory is super interesting. I'm not going to spoil any of it. I do encourage you to oh, the snakes, man, the snakes. I do encourage you to check it out for yourself. Alchemy and Lavos. I'm pogged out of my gourd. I'm here for it. Yes. You guys let me know in the comments below the like button. Give me your tips. Give me your tricks. What do you think of Lavos? How do you use him? Is my rotation sound? I'm doing 2, 1, 4, 3. And then it just falls apart and I just do whatever is open up to me. But man, that 2 ability, Vile Rush is... Oh, that's some shit right there. That is so good. The feel of it, the way it explodes... The effects afterwards, sort of like rising ice. Oh, it's dirty and beautiful, guys. All right, before I sign off, I just want to let you know that as this video is going live, I will be streaming the whole weekend over at twitch.tv/RickySummer. Special event, we're doing the New World Open Beta. I haven't played a traditional MMO in 10 years, my guy, and this one looks really interesting. It's sort of giving me vibes of like old school RuneScape with the crafting and whatnot, so I'm really excited to check it out. Slide on over to twitch.tv/RickySummer if you want to check that stuff out. The stream VODs will also be going up on Ricky Summer Replay if you can't catch the stream live. That's the VOD channel. There'll be a link to that in the description. I'm also going to be doing some New World videos, you know, if I end up liking the game, fingers crossed, because look, man, sometimes you just need an MMO in your life. Alright guys, for the moment, thank you very much for watching. Be excellent to each other. And I'll see you next time. Ricky Summer. Out.